Well, hello there my dear friends, and welcome back to the Scott Ree Project. And today it's all about the rabbit, baby. We are going to be making what is, to my mind, the finest rabbit dish going. Lapin A La Mutarde. Ain't my French awesome? You know how I could switch? But in English, rabbit with mustards. So as you can see, quite an array of ingredients, but believe me, this is simplicity itself, and the flavour and the taste at the end is absolutely awesome. Right then, what I've got in front of me then is 4 rabbit legs supplied to me by my dear friend Shane, who ferreted some rabbits. They're absolutely immaculate. This is the back legs of 2 of them. I've also got 8 shallots. Roughly, I give about 2 per leg. 2 cloves of garlic. I've got 200 grams of bacon lardons. I'm using smoked streaky just to add the extra flavour profile. Some butter, some parsley, some thyme, some white wine, some double cream, 250 ml of chicken stock, salt, pepper, and obviously the king of mustard, Colmans, none of that Dijon muck. So first things first then, I'm just going to get some heat under that pan. I'm going to put in my chicken stock, like I said, 250 mils. Get that heated up. Then what I will do then is put my shallots into the stock just to start softening them up. And then in the meantime, we will brown off our bacon and our rabbit legs. As you can hear, that's warming up nicely. I am going to put my shallots, that shallot. I know, you don't have to tell me. Into the pan, I'm going to move that onto the front. Then get some heat under this fantastic casserole dish. I am going to add a decent knob of butter. Now you know what I'm like. When I say a knob of butter, I mean a knob of butter. As per usual then, always a drop of oil just to stop that butter from burning. Next, we will put in our 250 grams of bacon lardons. What we need to do then is get some real colour on this. It will release its lovely smoky flavour. Like I said, it's building up layers of flavour. So we'll get that in. We'll cook that off until it's nice, crispy and brown. Beautiful. My bacon has browned nicely. Let's have a look at that. Fantastic. Take your time with the bacon, you know, on a low heat, let it tick over, let it do its own thing. We don't want to burn the butter. We have put that oil in to prevent that, but you can still take it a little too far. So I'm just taking the lardons out. As you can see, my shallots are going nicely. What I need to do now is I'm just going to crank the heat up under that now. And I'm going to season my rabbit legs with salt and some pepper. Do to the side. A bit of fur there. That's what you call wild, baby. Into the pan. Now, I originally did this recipe about 3 years ago in a rabbit field to fork video I did, but it was only at the end of the video after I showed the whole process, and I think it deserved a standalone video on its own because it really is something special. So get some colour on these legs. Like I said, this was a ferreted rabbit, one of the best methods. It's not shot, so it's not damaged. And if you don't know what ferreting is, I shall put a link in the comments. Check out the ferreting guru, my mate Simon Whitehead. He is the main man on the ferreting. Do check his channel out, it's brilliant. Right, so we'll get some colour on these. Once it's on the one side, won't take very long, we'll turn them over and do t'other side. Now that is the beauty of butter. Just look at the colour we're getting on that. Absolutely brilliant. And all that, you can see at the bottom of the pan, that's all flavour. That will all go into the sauce. Absolutely brilliant. Give that another minute or so and we'll turn those over. Beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Fantastic. And if you look, the oil is still nice and clean. that is just residue off that lovely bacon, which equals flavour, baby. So while they're finishing off browning, what I'm going to do is that lovely poached shallots. They've gone nice and soft now. I'm going to get that in the oil. It might spit a bit, just to get a bit of colour to them. Again, it's always about adding... Can you hear me? Hello? Flavour to every ingredient you put in. Look at that. I could eat that now. But as we know, it would be tough. So we need to get it in the oven. First of all, back in with our lardons. So already a great combination, you know, our rabbit, our shallots, our butter. Next, we are going to add the white wine. Chance the moon. Get that in there. Look at that. Then the stock, the shallots, we're gently ticking away in. Give that a bit of a mix up. It's mixed up, man. Cloves of garlic. I'm going to cheat, crush them. The reason I didn't fry that off is I didn't want it burning. So we get that in. We just let that get to know each other. I'm going to take the heat out of that and add my double cream. This is where it becomes decadent. Give that a bit of a shufti. The star of the show, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Colmans mustard. As you may or may not know, I'm rather partial to this fantastic condiment. Let's put another in. Live on the edge. And we'll just bring that up to the heat. In the meantime, I have got my oven set at gas mark 2. Check up there for the conversion. And then I'm just going to put a couple of sprigs of thyme in there. Whole sprigs, we can take them out. Once this gets to know each other, we will check it for seasoning. Let's just check that sauce. The flavour is just absolutely superb, and that hasn't really got to know each other yet in there. Do you want to have a go? Oh man alive, absolutely beautiful. Right, lid on, gas mark 2 for a minimum, oh, got a bit of mustard there, for a minimum of an hour. We'll check it after an hour. What we need is that leg to be falling apart, and then we can serve it up with some of that lovely sauce and some mashed potato. It's rock and roll, baby. Beautiful Lapin A La Mutarde. Rock on. So while my rabbit is ticking away in the oven, I just want to chop my parsley. Beautiful fresh parsley. Okay then, let's just check if that's the right consistency. I think it is. Yeah, perfect. So it's been in the oven now for 2.5 hours. Obviously rabbits vary. It's lovely and tender. What I need to do then is remove old bunnykins. Then what I'm going to do is put this, oh look at it, it's tender, falling apart. Hey, rabbit legs like that, absolutely brilliant. I'm going to put that sauce back on the heat, leave the lid off, turn it up, reduce it and thicken that sauce. In the meantime, I will keep that warm in the low oven, then get my mashed potato ready and we will build this. I mean, that is just falling apart. It's beautiful, look. That's reducing nicely, it's getting thicker. You want it so it coats the back of a spoon like that. And the flavours in here, I'll tell you, are just absolutely fantastic. Actually, I could take that to the table with just a loaf of crusty bread. It is awesome. You can taste every single ingredient in there. The creaminess, that lovely Colmans mustard, and that smoked bacon has got right in there. It is absolutely divine. Right, stop jiving, Scott. So I'm just going to reintroduce the old rabbit. Let it warm through while I plate up my mash, and then we'll get this, well, down my neck. Can't wait for this. Now remember, I say it all the time, I am not a chef, I am a home cook, so you know, you have to excuse the plating up. Oh, let's go for it, you know, this is proper, isn't it, you know. A couple of pieces of rabbit leg. I'm just going to put it like that. Then, like I said, a couple of these lovely roasted, they're almost breaking down, shallots per leg. Making sure we get some of that lovely crispy bacon. Just dotted around, I don't know, I'm just making this up as I go along. And some of that sauce. And we'll just give it a bit of parsley just to add a bit of colour. There you have my Lapin A La Mutarde, no, Lapin A La Colmans, or rabbit with mustard. I can't wait to get into it. Right then, let's get into this rabbit. 2.5 hours in the oven. Just look at that. Some of that mushroom, some of that mashed potato. Do you know what? I'm absolutely dying to get this down my neck. It is absolutely awesome. Absolutely fantastic. The sauce is to die for. The rabbit is so tender. It's unbelievable. Let me just show you without it falling off. What do you think? Can it get into focus? Yeah. Oh man. Sorry, I had to turn the camera off there. That was quite possibly one of the best things I've cooked in a long time. Well, there you go. Fantastic. Absolutely amazing rabbit dish. And do give this a go. Find some rabbits and cook this. It is a winner. Right. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here today on the Scott Ree Project, please click subscribe. Come on guys, click subscribe. I release a video every week. Also find me on my social media, Facebook, The Scott Ree Project, and on my Twitter at The Scott Ree Project. So until next time, and this is going to take some beating, if you can get some rabbits, do give this a go. All the best. Take care.